Hello, welcome to your practice. I'm Rihanna. Today I have a slow flow practice for you here in Niagara-on-the-Lake, along Lake Ontario. Today's practice will be a slow flow dedicated to eagle pose. Occasionally I see eagles out here at this beach. Maybe today we'll see one as we practice here. We'll begin in seated. Just take a moment, maybe closing your eyes, resting your hands, palms facing down if that feels comfortable, or maybe just resting them in the lap. And have a moment to arrange the body so that you're sitting tall, tip and tilt the pelvis. Find length through the spine. Maybe with the next inhale, feel yourself roll the shoulders up and back, melting the shoulder blades down the back. On your next inhale, perhaps feel the crown of the head reaching to the sky. Exhaling, feeling the shoulders and arms soften and melt. And tune into the sound of your breath, the sensation of the body breathing itself, just as it is in this moment. And as you become more aware of the breath, begin to take deeper inhales, perhaps taking a breath that is an inhale for a count of 4. And as you do so, feel the belly expand outward and the chest rise. And as you exhale, feel the belly button draw back in towards the spine and the chest relax. Continuing this breath now, inhaling for a count of 4, exhaling for a count of 4. And we'll stay here for another moment, just to appreciate the stillness, welcoming ourselves completely to this practice. And if there is an intention that you use for your mindfulness or yoga practice, you can bring it to mind now. This is a positive statement we use to begin our entry into our practice. Helps to guide us and keep us focused towards our highest good. If you're looking for an intention for your practice today, let the intention simply be, I am a student of myself. Just let yourself be open to learning something new about yourself, about your practice, whatever is here to be available to learn today as you enter into your yoga practice. And then we'll return to the sound and sensation of the breath, inhaling through the nose deeply. Exhale completely. And then with our next inhale, let's flip the palms to face up, gather up our arms along the sides, palms overhead as we inhale, palms together, and then exhale, bring the palms over our heart. And just bow the head for a moment. Acknowledge the divine within. Gratitude for this practice. And yoga begins now. Let's inhale and wake the eyes. Release the hands down. In butterfly pose, bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees go wide. Maybe hold on to the ankles or clasp the fingers and wrap them around the toes. Take a deep breath in. Feel yourself lift up tall. Exhale, feel the shoulders melt down. Maybe close the eyes again. Your next inhale, another breath to feel length through the spine. And we'll exhale and take a forward fold here, just hinging from the hips, keeping the spine flat and straight as we fold forward. And crown of the head pointing like a laser along the spine, crown of the head and tailbone in line. Another breath here. As we inhale, lifting back up, drawing the knees together. And we'll just come over onto hands and knees, coming into our tabletop position. Oh, we've got a little butterfly here. And bringing our hands just underneath of our shoulders, wrists under our shoulder sockets, knees under the hip sockets, tops of the feet resting on the ground, crown of the head reaching for whatever is in front of you, tailbone reaching behind. Take a breath here, gazing down between the thumbs. Exhale. And beginning cat-cow here with our breath as we inhale, lifting the heart, the tail, the head, squeezing the shoulder blades together, letting the belly drop. As we exhale, we'll press away from the ground, round the spine, tuck the tail, look down towards the knees. Keep going with that breath as you inhale, moving nice and slowly, just being curious about what's here in the flow of the breath, connecting back to the sound of the breath as we move through each piece of our spine. Hearing and feeling the sound of the breath in the back of the throat. One more complete exhale, pressing away from the floor, really rounding through the spine here, tucking the chin. And then we come back to neutral spine. Let's shake out the tail. With our next inhale, the right leg go behind, straight out. We'll inhale, reach the left arm straight out ahead. And lift the right leg up, creating our flat back tabletop. Starting to move here. As we exhale, we're going to draw our elbow towards our knee. And then as we inhale, reach out, come back to that flat tabletop with control. Continuing to move with the breath and balance, exhaling, elbow to knee, rounding the spine, tucking the chin, inhaling, reaching out, looking straight down towards the ground, and keep going. Take one more. And then with our exhale, we'll place our hand back down. With our inhale, we're going to take our right foot out to the side, plant the foot down onto the ground. We've got ourselves in a three-legged tabletop here with the legs straight out to the side. I guess it's a wide-legged tabletop. Give yourself just a few rocks back and forth. Just getting into this hip out to our side here. And then from here, we're going to point the toes away from the body. Then start to lift the foot, lifting the leg all the way out to hip socket height. And then exhale and drop it back down with control. 2 more times just like that. Inhaling, lifting out to the side. Exhaling, dropping it down. And one more. looking out towards our toes. With our exhale, we're gonna sweep that foot back around and tap the toe down behind us, and then inhale and take it back out to the right side. Again, just like that, exhale, tapping it out, inhaling back to the side, and we're looking at the toes as we go, exhaling to the left, inhaling back to the right. This time, taking a breath in. As we exhale, we're gonna cross that leg back over towards the right, and then wrap the legs together as if we're doing eagle legs into our tabletop. And once we have our legs, squeezing them tightly together, let's cat-cow our spine here as we inhale. Opening up our heart, lifting our tail, lifting our head. Exhale, rounding the spine, just enjoying the sensations that come along with rounded spine with eagle legs. One more of this. Inhale and exhale. Then we'll come back to our tabletop. From here, let's tuck our toes and come up into downward dog with the legs crossed. Exhaling as we go. Just shift ourselves back and forth here. Maybe walking soft knees out one at a time, keeping our legs crossed. And then we'll step the feet back into a regular downward dog, keeping our knees soft, walking them out. With our next inhale, let's bring the toes to touch. We'll inhale and step the right leg back. As we exhale, we'll bring that foot through between the hands, step it through, drop the left foot down into a low lunge. Good. We'll inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale, feel yourself rooting down. Tucking the tail, inhaling to lift, reach the fingertips. Lifting the heart, and then as we exhale, let's open the arms into our cactus arms. Another breath here. Another inhale here. Maybe we exhale and bring the arms into eagle arms. So just crossing the left arm over the right. Maybe we just hug around to our shoulders here. Or maybe we bring the backs of the arms, backs of the hands to touch. And take a breath. Good. With our next inhale, opening our arms back up again, heart open. And then we'll exhale and bow forward, bring the arms down on either side of that foot, tuck the toe, step back, find our downward facing dog, walk out our heels, one at a time, soft knees. And then we'll come to stillness, bend the knees, drop down, find our tabletop once more. As we come back down here, just finding placement of wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, tops of the feet resting. Let's gaze down just to the spot between the thumbs. Let's take a cat-cow here, inhaling, lifting our head and tail up. As we exhale, we round the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Come back to our tabletop. Rock out the legs from side to side. And pause, come to stillness with our next inhale. We'll step the left leg back. And reach our right fingertips forward. And with next inhale, lift that left leg up. Now we find ourselves in balancing table again. Keeping the front of the body strong, starting to move with the breath, inhaling to reach. Exhaling, bringing our knee to our elbow, rounding the spine, finding balance. Moving slowly, inhaling to reach. Exhaling, rounding the spine. Inhaling, reach. Exhaling to round. And one more, inhaling to reach, and we'll exhale and bring that hand down. We've just got ourselves in three-legged table. We'll inhale, swing that leg out to the left side, plant the toes, the feet down. Give yourself a sway, a rock out from side to side. Find this wide-legged table. And then we'll come to stillness and start to tap. So we turn the toes away from the body. As we inhale, we'll lift the toes up. Exhale, tap them down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop them down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap down. Good. Pause. I'm starting to swing this leg behind as we inhale. Looking around to the right side, tapping toes down behind. Exhale, bring it back around to the other side. Inhale, tap. Exhale, touch down. Inhale, tap back. Exhale, tap to the left. This time inhaling, we'll bring the foot all the way around to the right side, bend the knee, and hug those thighs together, eagle legs. Take a breath in. Exhale completely. Start to take some cat-cows here as we inhale, looking up towards the sky, tipping the tail. Exhale, rounding the spine, pressing away from the floor, engaging through those legs, squeezing. And keep going. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Next inhale, coming back to our neutral spine. Let's tuck our toes and come back up into our down dog with eagle legs. Find the feet to the ground. Maybe keep the legs nice and soft. Pause here for a moment. Find that breath. And then we'll step our feet back to regular old downward dog. Walk through the heels one at a time. Feel that length through the spine. Take a nice deep breath in and we'll come to the toes touching. Exhale, shoulders away from the ears, head nice and relaxed. Good. With our next inhale, we'll step our left leg back. Look in between the hands, we step through. Exhale, drop the knee down. Inhale, we sweep the arms up to rise up into our low lunge. And then exhale, feel ourselves root down. Another inhale to feel lift and reach. As we exhale, we'll open up cactus arms here, open our heart to the sky. Another inhale. Exhale, tucking the tail, lifting the heart. Good. And then with our next inhale, we'll cross the right arm over the left this time into our eagle arm hug first. Hug the arms in. And then we'll open the backs of the hands to touch. And halfway eagle arms and pause. Good. With our next inhale, opening the arms back up. Cactus arms, heart open wide. And then exhale, bringing the arms back down, either side of the foot, tuck the toes, step back, finding our downward facing dog, and walk out those heels one at a time. Bringing our toes to touch with our next inhale, stepping our right leg back. Exhale, step the right leg through and sweep up. Find warrior one with your inhale. Good. With our exhale, we're going to bend our left elbow, left arm, and just cradle our head back into this bent elbow, bent arm. Pause here. And then with our inhale, we'll straighten the front leg, open up and find ourselves into a forward fold pyramid. Interlace the fingers behind the back as we go and fold forward. Let those arms drop down with our exhale. And the next inhale, releasing the hands, we'll sweep the arms down, beginning to find our way to warrior three, supported with fingertips. So lifting our left leg back behind, nice and slow, lifting heel to the height of the hip, the glute. Let's point the toe and flex through the heel. Just gazing at a spot just in front of our nose. Good. And with balance, soft standing leg, we'll sweep up to find a stork pose. So as we inhale, sweep the arms forward. We'll bend that left knee. Arms reach up. We pause here, lifting, breathing. Good. Starting to move into a slow eagle here. So as we exhale, stepping that left leg over the right, and then the right arm crosses over the left and we hug. Pause. With an inhale, coming into a deeper eagle arm, and then maybe lifting those toes. And then with exhale, maybe deepening our sit into our full eagle pose. Shoulders dropping away from the ears. Another breath here. Exhale completely. Maybe feel yourself squatting down just a little further. Knees bent, legs hug. And then with our next inhale, we'll open up the arms, come back to standing. Exhale, bring the hands over the heart in prayer. With our inhale, sweeping our arms up. Exhale, let's dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, taking a half lift. Exhale, planting the palms. And we'll step back, find downward dog again. Walking the heels softly out. Arms, shoulders flexing, arms overhead. Same flow on the left side now, bringing the toes to touch. Inhale, sweeping our left leg back. Exhale, we step it forward. Plant the right heel. Inhale, sweep arms up. Warrior one. Exhale, shoulders away from the ears. Good. Inhale, we reach arms up. Exhale, we're going to bend the right elbow and cradle our head back into bent arms. Another breath here. Front of the body stays strong. Rooting down through both feet. And then with our inhale, opening up our arms, straightening out our front leg. Interlacing the fingers. Pyramid pose. Exhale, forward fold. Pause here. Inhaling, finding length through the spine. Exhale. Finding a deeper fold, arms heavy overhead. Shifting and moving from here with our inhale. Lifting high. And exhaling, arms on either side of the foot. We'll reach up with inhale. Finding our warrior three. Supported, fingertips to the ground. Let's point the toes. Flex through the heel. We're finding ground through the left standing foot, nice and soft. As we're ready, with control, we're going to sweep nice soft bent knee on the right up into our stork pose. Good. Lifting here, holding high. With our exhale, this time we step over to the left side. And cross left arm over right, hug. And inhaling, bringing the backs of the arms together, lifting the toes. And then maybe exhaling, palms come to touch. Squatting down, finding our eagle pose. Another breath or two here. As you're inhaling, feeling fingertips lifting, shoulder blades separate. Exhale, shoulders melt down. And we unravel with our inhale, we spring up on that standing leg. Exhale, arms away from the body. Let's inhale, bring the arms up overhead. Exhale, prayer hands over the heart. Pause, take a breath. And we'll inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale, take ourselves to forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale. And we'll step back and find our down dog once more. Walking out this downward dog, or maybe taking the heels towards the ground at the same time. Taking another breath here. Exhale completely, feeling strength pressing away from the ground. And then we'll inhale, softly bend through the knees and come down onto the knees into our tabletop. Sway out the hips from side to side. We'll roll over onto the back and the knees. Come onto the back. Gently and slowly lowering down. We'll hug the knees into the body and just gently rock from side to side. Giving our lower back a massage. And then from here, we'll keep hold of our right knee. Let the left leg, foot just go straight to the ground. Keep the knee bent slightly. With our inhale, we're gonna straighten our right leg more or less, flex through the heel, and just grab hold behind the thigh. Point and flex, soft bend through the knee. Point the toe, flex through the heel, and then we'll bend the knee. And then inhale and straighten. So exhale, keeping the foot flexed, bend the knee, inhale and straighten, and then point the toe. Grab hold of the leg a little higher, straighten out that left leg. Maybe we take our peace fingers and grab hold of the big toe. Bring our left hand to our left hip. Take an inhale, feel the lower back connect to the floor, flex through the heel. As we exhale, we're gonna open the leg out to the right side. Look out over the left shoulder. And another breath here, keeping the left side of the body engaged. With our exhale, draw that leg back up towards center. Switch hands, grab hold of this foot with the other hand. Right arm out to the right side, and just let the leg cross the body with the exhale. Then we'll bend the knee. Hug it in just a little bit. Then guide the knee across the body with your next exhale. Just let the knee settle in to the ground. It's okay if that shoulder starts to come up. Just let yourself have a nice recline twist here. A long breath in. Feel exhale, sink down. Shoulder and knee relaxes. And with our inhale, we'll draw that knee back up towards center line of the body, hug it in. And let's reach up for the sole of the foot and come into a half happy baby here. Just taking the leg to 90 degrees, flex through the heel. The sole of the foot almost as if we were to step to the sky. Left side of the body still active. Sway out from side to side. Rock it out a little. And then we'll grab hold of the ankle and the knee and then just rock it out the lower half of the leg. Rock it from side to side. And then maybe take one exhale, leg across the body and look out towards the right fingertips. And then we'll exhale and draw that knee back in towards the body. Inhale, bring the arms overhead and reach. And we'll exhale, bring left knee in towards the body. Take a bend into the right leg. Just feel the lower back connect to the ground again. Hug it in. Take a breath in, belly against the thigh. Exhale, shoulders away from the ears. And with our inhale, taking the leg slightly a little straighter, grabbing hold behind the thigh. Keep the knee bent. I said straighter, but I meant bent. And here we'll flex through the heel and bend the knee so the leg bends. And then flex and bend and straighten. And one more. Good. And from here, we'll take our peace fingers, grab hold of the big toe. Find yourself releasing the right leg down, straight out. Take a breath in. Exhale. And on our inhale, opening up, left leg out to left side, looking out to the right side. And then as we inhale, bring that leg back up through center, switch hands. Exhale, just let that leg cross the body just gently. I'm just letting it softly cross. The back of the body stays connected to the ground. Take a breath in. And then with the next exhale, let the knee slightly bend. Grab hold of it with the hands. Take a breath in. And then we'll exhale and just let that knee drop down off to the side. A little bit more of a deeper twist here. Look out over left fingertips. And then with our inhale, coming back to center, drawing the knee back in. As we exhale, finding our way to a half happy baby. Bring the right hand to the right hip once more. Give ourselves a little soft rock from side to side. Nice happy baby. And we'll come to stillness. Maybe draw the knee over to the left side. And then let's grab hold of our heel and our knee and start to just gently guide the leg back and forth across the body. So lower leg sawing back and forth. And then with our next inhale, sending the leg across the body once more and looking out over left fingertips. And exhaling, draw the knee back in towards center. Hug it in. Inhale, lifting our arms up overhead. Our next exhale, drawing the knees in towards the chest, rocking out from side to side. Let's come to stillness. Float the feet back down towards the ground. Making our way now into bridge pose, so just bringing the heels in to the butt. Bring the arms alongside the body. Roll the shoulder blades under the body. Fingertips almost to touch the heels, or maybe they do. On our next inhale, we want to find the feet underneath of the knees as we lift the hips up off of the ground. Roll the shoulders under the body, interlace the fingers, or maybe just keep the palms flat on the ground. Take a breath in. Exhale. And we want to find a place where we can feel the whole body supported evenly against the ground. The weight evenly distributed through all points the body is resting against. And as we're here, we have an opportunity to watch the belly rise and fall as we breathe. One more breath here. And then with our exhale, gently lowering and slowly dropping back down piece by piece to the ground. Let's draw the knees into the chest and rock from side to side. And coming to stillness again. And taking the arms into our cactus arms. And legs up here, extending the legs straight up. And finding the lower back against the ground once more, so maybe lifting and shifting the pelvis. Let's point through the toes and flex. And point and flex again. Maybe take some rotations through the ankles or some other movement that feels good here. And then we'll come to stillness. Let yourself rest here for a few breaths. Come back to the feeling of the body breathing itself. Our next exhale, let's bend the knees, draw the knees back in towards the body. Gently and slowly rock from side to side. We're making our way next to Shavasana. Releasing the soles of the feet back down towards the mat. Nice and slow as we return. Maybe letting the knees drop from side to side, windshield wipering our knees out. And then we'll come to stillness. And finally, let the legs rest straight out, taking the soles of the feet maybe mat distance apart or even wider. And that's the heels of the feet, mat distance apart or a little wider. Palms facing up. Maybe sort out through the spine, the body, and just try to find your way a little closer to the ground. Feeling with each breath the body getting a little heavier. Less resistance and more surrender. Tuning your attention back to the sense of breath. And the subtle movements of the body, breathing itself here. Open, spacious, alive, connected. Scan through the body and notice if there's anywhere else that you need to shift and release any unnecessary tension. Let yourself drop a little closer to the floor with the next exhale. And continuing with every exhale to feel the body softer and softer. Nothing to hold on to. Nothing to do. Simply being and breathing. Feel free to stay here as long as you'd like. Thank you so much for joining me for practice. I hope you have a beautiful day.